Hey guys, welcome back to my channel here. If you're new, my name is Addie. I am currently 16 weeks pregnant as of today, and I am just gonna give you my pregnancy updates. If you are new, I've had a roller coaster of a pregnancy so far. An ER visit at 12 weeks and some bleeding previous to that, but since I gave my 14-week update, that was about 2 weeks ago now, things have been really good, which is great. So baby at 16 weeks now is about the size of an avocado, and I just think it's so cool because this is the week where their senses kind of start to kick in, so they can see light and they can hear you, and I don't know, I just think that's so cool to think about, like, the development. Like, I finally feel like, you know, I'm pregnant. I mean, I have felt pregnant, but you know, it's just like, it's a baby. Like, it's just so cool. I mean, it's been a baby, but I don't know. Hopefully you understand what I mean. It's just like, it's amazing how fast the big changes in the baby take place and happen. Anyway, so this is like a recap. Since my last update was 14 weeks, like right when I turned 14 weeks, this is kind of like an update from the 14th week and the 15th week. So the last 2 weeks kind of. And since then, the biggest update is that I feel movement, which is so cool. So it probably started at the end of the 14th week. Middle of it, I maybe like felt some things, but I was like, I'm not sure it would be movement this early, you know, that stage where you're just not sure. And then by the end of the 14th week, I was like, yes, that is definitely movement. And then the past week, so through the 15th week leading up to now, it's like just been so sure. Like last night we went on a walk and we stopped by the UDF, the local UDF, and got chocolate milkshakes. And then maybe like an hour later, you know, I was sitting down after putting the kids to bed and the baby was going crazy, and I was like, it's so wild. Like, that is movement for sure, you know, the timing and everything lines up, and it's just so cool. Like, it's just little, I don't know how to describe the movement at this point. Like, maybe if you were just like to tap your cheek or like tap your shoulder or something, like it's very light. It's not like, oh, that's a kick, like, oh, that, you know, I felt that in my ribs or something like that. It's not that kind of movement. It's more just like little like flutters-ish, and is really cool. I love the point where you can start feeling baby. So that has been the biggest update since my last update, because since then, like, things were going really good at 14 weeks. Things are going still very good now. No complications. Everything is just so normal. Nothing wrong. So, I can't complain. Honestly, I cannot complain. So if I did have to, I mean, tell you my symptoms, they would be basically that my my lower belly, like the side of my belly, I definitely have some pain there every once in a while. Like my round ligament pain, the stretching pain is definitely there. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. So, you know, but that definitely is happening. I would say my boobs are sore again. Like, they were sore early, then it kind of went away, and now they are sore again. So I'm guessing that's because they're probably growing too. I am waking up in the middle of the night to pee. I am like trying my hardest not to drink a ton of water before bed just to see if I can make it through the night. And still, like, no matter what I'm doing, I'm still waking up in the middle of the night. So I don't know if it's just where baby is. It seems so early to, like, the baby be heavy enough to push that hard or like to take up that much space, but I don't know, it must be because I have not made it through a night in the past several weeks where I have not had to get up in the middle of the night to pee. Mentally, anxiety like type thing here, my anxiety is gone. Like, I'm not worried about this baby anymore. I trust that this baby is like meant to be and okay, and the like worry and doubt and anxiety in the back of my head is gone, at least for now. Hopefully it doesn't come back again, but right now it's really gone, and that's great. One thing I have noticed, especially in the last week or two, is that my brain doesn't seem to be working all that quite right. I have misplaced more things than I would like to admit. I forget what I'm gonna say. I walk in a room and don't know why I went in there. Like, my brain is definitely having trouble in the last couple weeks. I don't know if it's because I have so much going on, if it is pregnancy or what, but that's definitely something I have noticed. If you saw my previous day in the life video, I went and ran an errand for Father's Day. I picked up something for Dan, and then he was in the kitchen. So I had to like hide the bag and like shimmy around him, and I put the bag somewhere to hide it. Still have not found it. It's been almost a week now. Still can't find that bag. No clue where it is. I swear I have looked everywhere. At this point, I'm thinking maybe I put it in the garbage and maybe I threw it away because it was in a bag and I just wasn't thinking. Like, I have no idea, but definitely my brain needs some help. Other than that, I will give a little bit. I've had a couple comments recently because of like some of my struggles earlier asking about progesterone, and I don't know if I've really talked about that yet. I probably have, but I don't know. So when I first found out I was pregnant, I started taking progesterone immediately at the direction of my midwife, because when I had my miscarriage and I got my blood tested, my progesterone was extremely low. So she was like, you know, as a precaution, just start taking it right now. Once a day at night, orally, 200 milligrams is what I was doing. So I was doing that every day. Then I had the bleeding early on and the crazy stuff going on at 12 weeks. And so I had my blood tested again, and my progesterone levels were all very good. So it was not like progesterone was dipping. In fact, they were, you know, at the high end of normal. They were fantastic. So now we're at the point where really my body should be able to handle that on its own. The placenta is taking over. Like, I shouldn't really like need it anymore. So I have started tapering off my progesterone. So I started doing it every other day rather than every other night rather than every night. Then I moved to every 3 days. And at this point, I was still at every 3 days, like as of 2 days ago, but then I forgot to take it one night. I like had it in the little cup next to my bed and I just forgot. And so since that happened, I was like, well, I guess we're moving to every 4 days now. So right now I'm at every 4 days, and I will definitely be done and off, my midwife says, by 20 weeks. So that could be potentially 4 more. It could be less if, you know, we do blood work for some reason and see I don't need it, like whatever might happen. But right now that is where I am with progesterone. And then the other thing is I am feeling really good. Like, I feel really, really good. And when my midwife and I last talked, I was asking her about exercise because I feel like I'm gaining weight. I've been because of the troubles early on. Like, there was a time where I was literally like on bed rest and I wasn't doing any movement at all. And so I feel like I need to get moving. And she wanted me to wait till 20 weeks. So my next appointment is next week, 1 week from today that this is airing. And so I'm going to ask her, basically tell her I'm doing really well, and I'm going to ask her maybe if I can start doing a little bit of exercise now. And I have had a history of, I don't know if I'm going to say it right, but diastasis recti, you know, where your ab muscles kind of separate. And so because I have a history in that, I belong to a gym, and part of like the membership joining gift, whatever, is a free consultation with a trainer, a few sessions. And so they have one that specializes in the diastasis and in pregnancy and postpartum women. And so I'm hoping that I can see her and she can help me get off to a good exercise start. She's also like a master Pilates instructor. So I'm hoping that whether it's Pilates route, whether it's private with her or something, that I can get a good kind of regimen to hopefully help me keep from getting the diastasis this time. Because when you have diastasis, if it gets bad enough, like that really can affect you in labor. Like baby can't, you know, turn or get into the proper positions like they need to. So it really, I mean, not just for your belly health and your you know, comfort and coming back together like later, and your pelvic kind of floor and all the reasons like it's important for you, it also is really important in labor. So I definitely want to make sure I'm staying on top of that, especially because I labor at home. I have home births, so anything that will make that easier, I definitely want to do. So that is the 16-week update. Like I said, I go to the doctor, again, my midwife, in 1 week. And so I think just I will start, I've stepped away from YouTube a little bit because of kind of everything going on in my life, but I'm gonna try to start like just doing more weekly updates, like just giving you guys a peek about what's going on, and I'll try to come back a little bit. So, and as always, I will end this with a bump shot.
And you'll have to excuse me for doing my camera rotation the wrong way. I also have jeans on, which makes this, you know, a little bit different, but tried to move my shirt there as another angle to show you the true bump. So thanks for watching.